Hey you guys, welcome back and thanks again for tuning in today. I've had a lot of questions over the years about my skincare routine, both morning and night. And I've shared tidbits of it in blog posts and on Snapchat and that kind of thing, but I've never done a full review of my nighttime skincare routine, and here's why. I am totally that girl who in college never took her makeup off at night, slept in my makeup. Terrible, terrible, I know. I also only ever washed my face when I was in the shower. I didn't take care of my skin, mostly because I didn't care and I was lazy and I didn't have that many skin issues. So it's not like I was breaking out all the time that I needed to take care of that. My skin was just dry every now and then. I've never really had acne or anything like that. So it didn't occur to me that I needed to be doing that. So it's sort of taken baby steps over the years. I've added new things into my routine every now and then and really changed things up over the years. So that's why I haven't done one until now. I found a great balance in all of the products that I'm using now. My skin has never looked better. And so now I feel like it's a great time to share my nighttime skincare routine because I've really got something down that I'm able to stick with. It's easy, it doesn't take too long, and it doesn't require that many products. But some of these products I've had for years. Some of them are relatively new to my skincare routine, but have totally changed the game for me. So if you have any questions or comments, definitely write comments below. I'll include links to everything you see here in the text section below the video if you want to shop any of it or learn more about any of the products I'm talking about. But let's get started. So the first product I'm going to talk about is actually something I've used for a while, really since they launched. And I've got to tell you, it's totally because Allison Williams was the spokesperson. I just am obsessed with her. And the idea behind the brand was totally up my alley too because I have sensitive skin. But Simple Skincare's cleansing wipes have been a staple in my skincare routine really since they launched. I can't remember when that was, 3 or 4 years ago. But really, like I said before, I didn't ever really wash my face in college. It really took a long time for me to add that to my routine. I'm just lazy, like I said. So adding these was a great first step in getting my makeup off every night. This has really been kind of the holy grail for me in terms of really kickstarting my skincare routine at night. And they're great for sensitive skin. They get off all of your makeup. If you get home really late or you just cannot bear to do any of this one night, say you're just really tired, just use one of these. It'll at least give your face a clean slate. You can wipe everything off and go to bed with a fresh face at least. Drugstore find, inexpensive, love these. Use them every night before I start anything else. So check these out. The next two products actually are newer to my skincare routine. So if you saw on Snapchat, I've been to the Joanna Check Spa, which is a facial place, over the last few months. And on my first visit at the beginning of January, my esthetician, Lindsay, recommended a few face products specifically for my skin. And I've been using them religiously since she gave them to me because I really want to follow what she's saying because actually, sort of sidetrack, I went to dinner with a friend of mine in Dallas and her skin looks so great. And I was like, how, like what's going on? And she said she goes once a month to this place and gets a facial. And so that's where I first heard about Joanna Check actually. And then they reached out and offered me a free facial. And of course I was like, absolutely, I want to try this place because my friend just spoke so highly of it. And so I went in, got the facial, which was magnificent, obviously. But I'm really excited about the products that I left with because, like I said, my skin has never looked better. And I really think it has to do with just these two products really balancing my skin tone, the pH balance, all that good stuff. I think these products have really done a lot for that. They're both Biologique, I think the name of it. It's a fancy schmancy line of skincare. And the first, it's the Oxygenating Cleansing Milk. This is what it looks like. This is the smaller version. She gave it to me as a tester, but I'm almost done. Next time I go, I'm gonna buy a bigger one. Hopefully there is a bigger one. But one thing she told me, which I sort of already knew because I don't wash my face with like soap, like Dove soap or anything, we've all been trained to believe that that super squeaky clean feel is what you're supposed to feel like when you were washing your body or your face, but that is actually the exact opposite. It completely dries out your skin. It leaches it of all of its beneficial oils and all of that stuff. And so this cleansing milk is the thing that she recommended for me. It doesn't suds up, like you're not going to get the sudsy look or feel, which is sort of weird. It's like a cleansing milk. And so that's something I sort of had to get used to. But it's really balancing, it's calming, and it's very quick to do. So I'll get warm water, put it on my face, and then rub some of this all over my face. Just a small amount goes a long way. So at least it's taken me a couple months to get through this. So that's positive. And then once I'm done with that, I move on to the Lotion P50W 1970. It's the toner. And so I got a big bottle of this one because she said that's really what my skin was needing, was the pH balance. I guess just balancing out your skin tone and making sure that all of the levels are right before you put on anything else on your face. So after you've washed, or after I've washed, I put on this, and I use one of these. The ones I was using before were smaller, but I couldn't find them the last time I went to Walgreens. So use one of these, put some on here. You need a little bit more of this. I'm definitely running out of this soon. And then put it all over my face, neck, and décolletage. This is gonna be awkward, me saying this, but apparently Joanna always says that skincare starts at your nipples and ends at your hairline. So don't quote me on that, but that's what Lindsay told me. So definitely always treat your neck and décolletage as your face, because that ages too, obviously. So then I do this. After the face wash, I apply the toner. And she told me that you don't have to wait for it to dry. It's quick drying, but you don't have to wait before you put anything else on. So once I've put that on, I put on a serum. We all have serums and oils that we go to, and I've been sort of spoiled as a blogger because I get gifted all of these different things all the time, and it's really hard to, like I said, make a routine when you have so many different products you're testing out. But lately I've been really into Colleen Rothschild's. It's the Age Renewal Super Serum. I got it, can't remember when I got it, maybe a year ago. But I opened this a couple months ago, really when I started using this stuff. I was determined to make a routine out of it. So I chose this out of my medicine cabinet, and I've been using it every night. And it's just a great age-defying serum. I don't really know the purpose of serums, but Lindsay told me to use one. And so I'm using this one, and let's see what it says. It effectively fights the 6 signs of aging: texture, dehydration, elasticity, fine lines, radiance, and tone. So there you go. But it's sort of like an extra that I've thrown in, but I'm doing it every night. So, and it's looking good, so I recommend it. Next, I moisturize, and this is one that I've been using for about 2 years now. First Aid Beauty, if you've never heard of it. It's the Hydra Firm Sleeping Cream, and I first started using it last year just on my neck, but now, I mean, I'm almost 30, guys. It's just terrifying. Now I'm using it all over my face as well, and I ran out of the first bottle very quickly. So luckily, they actually sent me a package of stuff a few weeks ago, and I got a free extra one, so that was really exciting. Thank you, First Aid Beauty. Because this is actually a tried and true favorite of mine. I know I've talked about it before, but I moisturize with this every night. You've heard me talk about La Mer's moisturizer. I use that in the morning every day, so that's part of my morning skincare routine. This is part of my nighttime skincare routine. So I do the firming cream on my face, neck, and décolletage again, and let that soak in. At this point, if I want to do some kind of mask, I'll have let this soak into my skin, and then maybe I'll do a face mask or a sheet mask or whatever. But if it's really dry, I always use this mask. It's Tata Harper's moisturizing mask, and it really can't be found everywhere. I found it on Net-a-Porter recently, Net-a-Porter. But it's sort of a weird texture. It's almost like an oil. So I always sort of feel weird when I'm applying it to my face, but it smells great. It's got rose in it, so that's why I think I love the smell. But it's so thick, which is why I know it's perfect for my skin, because it takes a while to absorb. So I really know it's doing the trick. But it's really great if you have moisturizing issues, if you want kind of a deep treatment mask that you can sleep in versus like a sheet mask that you have to wait 15 minutes and take off. You can do this two ways. You can apply it, leave it on for 15 minutes and wipe it off, or you can leave it on overnight, which is what I choose to do. It's just easier. I just don't like to have to think about it or remember when I have to take it off. So I use this as sort of the last thing I put on my face before I go to bed, but I don't use it every night. You could use it every night, it's gentle enough, but this is something I use like 2 to 3 times a week. It's just really good for moisture. And then these other things aren't really skincare related, but new lash. I always get a lot of questions about my eyelashes because they're really long now. My miracle product and sort of secret product is new lash. I've used this for 3 years now. I don't know how many times I've featured it all the time. It's literally a miracle worker. If you have dull eyelashes and you want to get them longer, thicker, more of them, use this. I guarantee you it will work. Actually, don't hold me to that. I don't want to get sued, but it really, really works on me. I have loved it. I use it every night before bed. After I've taken my contacts, done my whole skincare routine, I apply it to my lash line right here on both sides. And I think it took about 4 to 6 weeks initially when I first saw results, but I just keep using it every night to keep it up. And my lashes are long. They've never looked better. People ask me if I'm wearing extensions all the time. I'm not. So it's definitely worth the money. I think this size bottle is 150 bucks, but it lasts you at least a year, or it does in my case. So definitely check this out. And then finally, I always like to apply a balm of some kind to my lips, and this Balm de Rose by Terry is my favorite. I've had it for a little over a year. It smells amazing. It smells like roses. Clearly that's a theme here. But it just really seals in the moisture on your lips. You obviously don't want chapped lips. It's a great way to keep them. And if you're sick like I am right now and you're a mouth breather, essential. It's essential. So definitely check this out. And that's pretty much my skincare routine. And like I said before, it's taken me a long time to get to this place. Over the years, I've added new things in, and really it's been hard for me to stick to a routine until now. I think going to the facialist for the first time in a long time really kind of woke me up. I'm almost 30. I need to be taking care of my skin. And so now I'm really dead set on keeping my routine up. But if you have any questions about it or any of these products, shoot me an email or write in the comment section below. And stay tuned for more beauty videos coming up. I will see you guys next time. Thanks.